Hello folks, sorry it's been a while since I've done a video. I've actually been out of the country visiting family, so it's been quite a while since I last did one. So today's subject is obviously the big fight this weekend, WBA Featherweight Championship. Leigh defending against Mauricio Lara. Now this is a fight I'm really looking forward to. It's going to be a lot. It's all basically, can Wood take Lara's power? I mean, Wood hasn't been in the ring for nearly a year. He was last in there with that horrible hard fight, which won Fight of the Year, in my opinion, against Michael Conlan. And it was a hard fight. He took a lot of punishment in that fight, and he hasn't fought since. Excuse me. So it'll be interesting to see what that fight took out of him, because I mean he's getting on a bit. He's not a young man. He's in his 30s. So, Lara's in his 20s, and Lara's the fresher man, in my opinion. I mean, obviously, Wood's got he's had the better resume. I mean, he beat Kanju to win the title. And he's not a mug. Kanju was the Chinese fighter. It was decent enough. Okay, obviously not the best, but he was a decent enough test, in my opinion. And obviously the Conlan fight, that was a big scalp, a big victory. And, he was put on the floor. He was knocked down himself at the end of the first, was Wood. And he took a lot of punishment in that fight. And he battled back late on and obviously stopped Conlan late on. So, he's a warrior. But he's been stopped himself. I mean, in 2014, he was stopped in 6 by Gavin McDonnell, excuse me. So, yeah, and he has lost before. I mean, he lost that majority decision to Jazza Dickens in, I think it was 2020. Yeah, it was. So, I've got some notes in front of me. If I'm looking down and you think, what's he looking at? That's what I'm looking at. So yeah. But he's not, like I say, it's been nearly a year, 11 months since he's been in the ring. And we don't know what that fight's taken out of him, whether or not he can recover from it. Personally, I think Lara is going to be too much for him. I'd like to be wrong, because I've got a lot of time for Leigh. I think he's fantastic. But Mauricio Lara, yeah, I mean, since he burst on the scene, he was kind of in obscurity. Nobody really heard of him. And then he burst on the scene and had that massive victory in 2021 over Josh Warrington, who had only just recently vacated the IBF title at the time. And, obviously the rematch, it was a no decision because of the head clashes. But I think if they fought again, he'd beat Warrington again. And obviously Warrington since lost he regained his title and then lost it again recently. So, but Lara can be knocked out as well. And he was knocked out by Elliot Chavez in 1 round in 2018, I believe it was. So they both have tasted the canvas, and they've both been stopped. So very quite interesting, because Leigh Wood does hit quite hard. I mean, as you see, the stoppage he got over Conlan, he knocked him out of the ring, for goodness sake. Conlan was undefeated at the time. So yeah, I'll be very interested to see what happens. I'm really looking forward to this one. I mean, we're only in the middle of February, and already we've been spoilt with great fights this year. We've obviously Better Biev against Yard at the start, a few weeks ago. It's just it's brilliant. Things are shaping up, looking good this year. But this is a fight I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, my prediction is late stoppage, Mauricio Lara to take the WBA title. So I'll do a review on Sunday morning after I've watched the fight. But no, I'm really looking forward to this one. It should be a good one. And I'm hoping for another classic, another Fight of the Year contender. I mean, it's got Fight of the Year contender written all over it, because it's going to be a good one, folks. So yeah, that's all I've got to say, really. I'll do an in-depth review later on, obviously after the fight. So yeah, that's it. Take care, folks. I'll speak to you soon.